This is the Palace of Versailles, where the Treaty of Versailles was created right after World War I, and it geographically changed the map of Europe. This treaty caused Germany to lose many of its land and territory. The lands taken were either returned, given, or named as its own country. The Treaty of Versailles, firstly, was the peace settlement between the Allies and Germany at the end of World War I, the First World War. Because Germany was blamed for causing the World War, other countries were also involved in the changes in the map. This is the map that shows the geographical changes due to the Treaty of Versailles.
There are many terrestrial changes, which my topic would be about Africa, and it all started in 1919 when the Treaty of Versailles divides Germany's African colonies into mandates of the victors, which largely became new colonies of the victors, and most of Cameroon becomes a French Mandate, with a small portion taken by the British and some territory incorporated to France's previously existing colonies. And the other country taken away is Togo. It's mostly taken by the British, though the French still gain a small portion of Togo as well. Germany's East Africa was separated between Belgium, which the two countries of Africa were Rwanda and Burundi, and Portugal took away the Kionga Triangle. In 1923, the city of Tangier becomes an international free zone after France and Spain end their control over parts of the city, which they took away from Germany after the Treaty of Versailles. And the next year after, which is 1924, Britain gained a portion of Jubaland to Italy, and they gave it as a reward for the Italians having to join the Allies, which is the alliance of Britain, Russia, I guess, and Italy, and during the World War I. And a year afterward, 1925, the eastern borders of Libya and British Egypt are changed to their present boundaries, which are the boundaries today, and with the exception of the parts of present-day southern Libya still remaining a part of British Sudan. So, 6 years later, in 1931, France moves the control of the area of present-day Boroko Enede Tibesti Prefecture from the territory of Niger in the French West Africa to Chad in French Equatorial Africa, and to this territory of the modern state of Chad, the country named Chad, it was split in half between two federations of Europe, which they are colonies of the countries.
In the 17th century, the Ottomans were weakened both internally as well as externally by costly wars, especially against Persia, as well as with Russia and Austria-Hungary. Eventually, after a defeat at the Battle of Vienna, it was clear that the Ottoman Empire was no longer the sole superpower in Europe. After a series of reforms, the empire continued to be one of the major political powers of Europe, eventually joining the Central Powers in World War I. The Ottoman Empire was defeated by the Allies during the war, and its territories were colonized by the victors. After Turkish War of Independence, Republic Turkey was founded on October 29, 1923, from remnants of the fallen empire.